Hi guys, JJ here, and welcome back to another video. So, the reason I'm double uploading today is, or at least I'm trying to anyway, is because the last video, or the first video today that I posted was, what's the word? It was really zoomed in, sorry. I couldn't think of the word. On, like, the video, if you went and saw it, you could see, like, the top left-hand corner, of the gameplay, and I figured since nobody really wants just to watch a quarter of the video, or well, not video, but a quarter of the screen, I should probably make another one. And this time, I actually have a topic, so it should be fun. Well, maybe not fun, but at least I can talk about something. And yeah, so without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. So this is a while ago. I was in first grade, and I don't know why I still remember this, but I just remember some random things. Uh, and in first grade, I remember vividly having a sub and not liking her because we're gonna call her. What should we call her? We're gonna call her Mrs. O. Okay, Mrs. O. She was an older woman, and she didn't really like kids, I don't think. I mean, she if you were nice to her that day, then it didn't matter, but if you hold on, let me start that again. Okay, so basically if you were nice to her one time, she might be a little rude to you, but she wouldn't intentionally go out of her way to, I don't know, make you mad or whatever. But if you were rude to her or whatever, I mean, I don't think she liked you. Or maybe she just didn't believe me because I was a boy or something. Maybe she was sexist. I really don't know to this day. But anyway, in first grade, we had the table set up. We had groups of four, two by two. It wasn't like four wide or anything. And on this specific day, we had this specific sub. And I sat next to a kid. Uh, we're gonna call, or no, I sat across from a kid that. Hold on, I'll get to that in a second. So there were four people at my table. I don't remember one of them, and that's the person that was catty cornered to me. Um, the first person, or the person that sat to my right, I kind of had a crush on, and I'm pretty sure like she knew it, and then like was just kind of got annoyed at me for it. So if you know this story, then you know who I'm talking about. But other than that, we're gonna go ahead and call her. Hmm, we're gonna call her Alyssa, okay? And then the kid that sat across from me, his name ended up being, uh, we're gonna call him Joe, okay? And Joe, um, I wasn't really the best of friends with him, but like I didn't like dislike him or anything. And on this particular day, we were all just having fun. We were doing our work and whatever. And he was rather, what's the word here? I don't know. I guess he was like off or something because he just kept asking us if we dared him to do stuff. Like you know how you, like your friends will be like, "Hey, dare me to go throw my pencil across the room," and that's just a really random example, and nobody probably ever has asked that, but maybe I don't know. And so he asked us if, or yeah, he asked us if we dared him just to scream as loud as he could for no reason, and we were like, yeah, sure, go for it, because we wanted to see what would happen if this kid got in trouble, and well, he did it, that's for sure, and he didn't get in trouble, and by by the title, I'm guessing that you know what happened. Uh, so yeah, he screamed. The teacher was walking around and turned and looked at me, or turned and looked at our table because she kind of at least could hear, even with her being elderly. Uh, she could at least hear, so I mean, I suppose that's a benefit. but apparently not to the point to where she knew exactly where it was. Like neither could I. I'm not that like I don't have ears around everything. Okay, that was a really bad joke. But my point is she didn't know which one of us it was. And I'm just going to go ahead and assume that she assumed that it was me because my mouth was open cuz I was actually like I was shocked that this kid did this. I was just really shocked for some reason. I don't know why. And he covered his mouth and his mouth was still open. He left it open and he covered his mouth. So I'm sitting there with my mouth open. I'm like, there's no way he did that. Like, it's not even like an option. Like, I don't believe it. I'm in shock. I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to say that, but I am. And so she turns around, she looks at me, and she's like, "All right, go sign the log." And I was like, "It wasn't me, and I wasn't trying to be a snitch." So I didn't tell her who it was, and she didn't ask. She said, "Oh, yes, it was." And I was like, "No, it wasn't. I'm not going to sign the book." And she basically forced me to. And don't make fun of me for this. I have a feeling my friends are going to if they see this, or anyone really. Um, so I started to break out in tears because a couple weeks later we had this little ice cream party thing, and I was a good kid, or at least I thought I was. I probably wasn't thinking about it, but I really don't know. And so if you had to sign the book, and by that I mean you had to go write your name in this little notebook where all the teachers had, or at least my teacher had it. And yeah, and then so like I said, I started to cry, and she basically made me get up and walk over there. And when I'm like, it wasn't me, and I say that through my tears, and she's like, tears don't work on me, and you might as well just put another check mark next to your name for that. I was like, what? So I was really crying at this point. She just got mad at me for like literally I didn't do anything except cry and embarrass the crap out of myself. So, I hope you guys like the story. I mean, that's pretty much it. I had to go sign the book, and then did I tell you about the ice cream party in the couple weeks that came after that? And since I had to sign the log or the book or whatever you want to call it, I wasn't allowed to get like either. It was either like I don't know. It was like I think it was you weren't. I wasn't able to get like caramel on it or something because like the different tiers were like if you like were just a terrible kid, you didn't get anything. Uh, like and you had to sign a whole bunch. Then you didn't get anything. And the only kid who came close to that was the kid who sat across from me. I think I told you his name was Joe. Or well, that's not his actual name because I'm not trying to drop names. But yeah, and he got just plain old vanilla ice cream, which vanilla is the best anyway. So yeah, I got vanilla with whipped cream and then sprinkles, and then I was one little like notch because I had to sign and put a check mark. My teacher just honestly thought that it was me, even though I tried to tell her it wasn't. Uh, yeah, so I didn't get the caramel coating or whatever you want to call it, and yeah, it was kind of really disappointing, and I don't think I was thinking about the whole ice cream thing during when I was crying, but I honestly don't remember. It was freaking forever ago, and I'm not gonna remember every emotion I had. So, I mean, obviously I was sad because I was crying and yeah. So, I hope you guys like this video. And if you did, go ahead, drop a like. If you're new, subscribe. And yeah, it's been me and another bad CS:GO player. So, or surfer, I guess. So peace. Yeah.